My Sagittarius sister. Happy
What day?
November 25th.
Okay, so December 12th.
December
We're right
12th.
there. Okay.
Happy belated birthday.
You're December 12th? 12/12.
Sagittarius is the best
Little
sign.
sad corner.
Okay. Thank you. Black Monday, 1987. You were playing the character of Dawn, which I feel like historically, when we see a lot of movies and shows about Wall Street, it's usually white men. And we don't usually see black women, but we get to see you. So what was it about this role that made you want to take this on?
That right there. You know what I mean? The fact that it was an approach to Wall Street that we hadn't seen, that they were telling a story about these a group of outsiders in a world that's, usually we see dominated by, white men. And I love that point. And it still is. But you at least get to see how kind of this bunch is navigating in that world. And, there's me, there's Don, and like, poor Andrew, he shouldn't have been there. He got stuck with us by, he was entrapped. But, and where's Paul? Paul's our other white male. But he's an awful traitor, so yeah. We just needed him for the look. But he's great.
That's awesome. So this takes place in the 80s. Do you remember what the 80s were like? And what was like your favorite thing from the 80s?
I mean, obviously I remember the 80s. I mean, I wasn't an adult in the 80s, so knowing the 80s, from this point of view as an adult, I don't know. But I do remember, like, Madonna was big in the 80s, you know what I mean? I remember like Solid Gold. Like, I remember things that were a little bit different. I guess pop music was like the main music, right? I mean, there was R&B, but I mean, we all knew. I guess it's like what hip hop is now is where pop used to be. So I remember some good songs. I remember some good crossover hits.
Okay.
Dawn has the big hair. I mean, obviously, I think. I'm trying to think, what was my hair really doing?
What were you doing in the 80s?
I know, what was I doing in the 80s?
Well, when you think about that, because that red car is parked outside, and I'm like, you know what, I always wanted to drive that car. If you could drive that car and you could have a playlist of 80 songs, what 3 songs would be on your playlist? I feel like New Edition would be in there somewhere.
New Edition for sure. I might have some Loose Ends. Remember Loose Ends?
I do remember Loose Ends.
And, did you say Michael Jackson?
I didn't, but
some stuff in the 80s. I feel like, but I might have to throw in some Madonna. Because I have to. George Michael.
Okay. George Michael.
There might have been some Wham in there.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, that's like a playlist.
Whispers, yeah. Yeah. Or you know what? What was his song? If my best isn't good enough.
No, I don't know.
You don't remember that? Yeah. If my best isn't good enough, how could now you tell me that you're having my baby?
What?
I tell you that I'm happy if you want me to.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
And my back will break.
Well, that's an amazing playlist.
Pretty good. Thank you.
So I'm excited to see this. I'm excited for your character, especially being a black woman, and we get to see a black woman in Wall Street in the crash in the market. She's a Sag?
Yeah, she's a Sag.
Listen, best ever. Last question: what do you want the audience to take away from
Everything
this?
she wants.
Everything she wants.
That's
There
it.
we go.
That's it.
What do you want the audience to take away from this and your character, Dawn?
I just, there's so many things. It's a fun show. There's laughter, but there's also a part of heart, and I hope people get to take away. I never like to say what I want people to take away, but I hope they take away something. I think it's different for each person. Some people have never seen the 80s, and this is the first time, and some people are, revisiting it. So, it'll be different for everyone, but I hope they enjoy it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You look so beautiful, my Sag sister. Let's go.
So excited.
Little circle right here. Thank you so much.